Atlantic bluefin tuna are known for being amongst the biggest, fastest and most valuable fish in the sea.
They were once a common sight in our waters, so prevalent that millionaires, aristocrats and film stars like John Wayne and Errol Flynn all flocked to Scarborough in the 1930s and 40s to catch tunny, as they were known.
But from the 1970s, the fish all but disappeared from our coastline.
In recent years, though, there have been increasing sightings, particularly in the late summer, autumn and winter.
Hannah Jones runs marine discovery tours off Penzance, and she's noticed a big change in their numbers.
For the last 4 years, we've been seeing huge shoals of bluefin tuna around the Cornish coast. Sometimes just medium-sized fish, sometimes full-on 3-metre giants.
Wow. What do you think is going on? Why are we seeing them now?
It's probably a combination of factors. Obviously, the protections were put in place for them 10 or so years ago. They have been remarkably effective.
In 2009, tuna were placed under an international protection policy, which reduced fishing quotas. But there could be other reasons too.
They wouldn't be here if the prey wasn't here for them. So the conditions are right for the kind of stuff that they like eating.
To help with their conservation, scientists need to know more about them. So the University of Exeter, with the government's marine science agency CFAS, are doing a 2-year study, part of which is monitoring 40 tuna. David Wrighton works for CFAS.
What is it you're hoping to find out?
Principally, we're hoping to get information about their movements. So how long do they stay resident around the UK? Are they coming in for a few weeks and then disappearing again? But also, where do they spawn? Where do they reproduce?
These monitoring devices are specifically designed for use in the sea.
So you don't use GPS?
No, GPS doesn't work underwater, so we have to find a way to do something different. They only record a few parameters, like pressure, temperature, light. They will record that reliably every couple of seconds for up to a year.
To monitor the tuna first, they need to be caught. Fishing for tuna in British waters is prohibited, but the team have a special licence. And as they can weigh up to 400 kilos, heavy-duty fishing rods need to be used. Craig Hall is an experienced sports fisherman.
And this is all designed to bring the tuna in as quickly as possible.
Fast as possible, just for less stress to the fish.
And on the end of each rod is a coloured lure, designed to look like a shoal of squid, with a straggler at the back with a hook in it.
Pink ones with all of this splashing on the surface, just to attract the attention, and then your white one is the one that gets picked off with the hooker.
Fingers crossed, so you're in business, yeah.
Today the team is using 2 boats with 4 lines on each to increase the chances of catching a fish. And it isn't long before we start to see dolphins, which is a good sign as they hunt the same fish as tuna.
So we're just constantly scanning the water, looking for any splashes, any signs of the surface water being broken, which will be the tuna forcing the bait fish up to the surface and then feeding on them. And when that happens, often the birds congregate and circle as well.
And it seems like something's taken an interest.
And you've definitely got a good fish on there, haven't you?
We've got a tuna on here.
We've got a tuna on here. It's all happening. This looks like hard work.
Here it comes.
Look at that on the surface.
It's reeled in and then transferred underwater to the other boat to be checked over.
Okay. Go, one.
On board, it's quickly measured and an approximate weight taken. This one is 170 centimetres long and is around 90 kilos. And once the procedure is finished, it's swiftly put back in the sea.
There we go, it looks good. Is that it?
John!
Yay! Well done!
So that's it.
Successful fish back alive in the water.
Yay!
After 12 months, the device will automatically pop off and will either be retrieved or the data collected by satellite and studied to learn more about tuna behaviour to help aid their conservation.
The project hopes this data will be used collaboratively by many people to help ensure these incredible fish remain in our waters for many years to come.